You can't keep getting away with it!
I'm speaking to everybody that is nervous about this film because, like you, I was nervous about this film. Hey, I didn't even want this to be made. I feel like the trilogy is amazing. They should just leave it alone. It had a fantastic ending with the arc of Caesar, one of my favorite arcs of all time. And is this movie even necessary? Do we even need to go back to the planet of the apes? And now that I've seen it, I gotta say, you should give it a shot. Hey guys, my name is Joseph Curtis, and if you love movies just as much as me, you have come to the right place. Now do me a huge solid and click that like and subscribe button. Also, if you want to follow me on the following social platforms, that would be great as well. Now, let's start talking Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Many years after the reign of Caesar, a young ape goes on a journey that will lead him to question everything he's been taught about the past and make choices that will define a future for apes and humans alike. Wes Ball, the director of the Maze Runner series, which made me go, woo, wait a second, he also did 2 and 3. And I don't know why I didn't think about this. He does a solid job with introducing us to a world with great characters and an engaging plot that drives us to the very end. And he did that with The Maze Runner, the first one at least. And he does that yet again, and even better. This is by far his best movie to date, and what an enjoyment it is to come back to the world of the Planet of the Apes. The Apes trilogy is so beloved and quite possibly one of the best trilogies of all time. And now, here we are with Hollywood being like, you want to know what can make us more money? Apes movies. And I hope they're right, because this movie deserves the income back and then some. Now, was this movie needed? Was it even necessary? No. I mean, what movie really is necessary? But is it any good? No, it's actually great. This movie pushes forward the heart of this franchise, Caesar and his legacy. Rather than it being about Caesar and his offspring, which I genuinely thought that this story was gonna go, we follow the character of Noah, who goes on a journey to find his tribe throughout this new massive kingdom. With Noah at the center, he learns about Caesar in 2 different perspectives. One through a dictator named Proximus Caesar, and then through another perspective through almost like an apostle or disciple of Caesar, Raka, who is one of the best characters and has just some of the best moments in general within this movie. The thing that I absolutely loved about this movie is that it could have so easily just harkened back to, remember those movies? Remember Caesar? Yes, it brings up Caesar quite a few times, but it doesn't feel overbearing. It doesn't make you forget about the characters you are seeing right here, right now, like Noah and his journey. No, what it does, it further establishes this journey of this character who's trying to figure out what is truth, because the film does a lot of that, where he's getting all this information from so many different sources and he doesn't know at the end of the day who to trust. And yes, this movie isn't as emotionally complex as the other Apes movies, specifically Dawn and War, but it doesn't necessarily need to be. It was a strong enough opening to completely buy into the character of Noah and his own culture, his tribe, and him wanting to get them back, where that's enough. I don't need this to be a character deep study about the war within a character, which we already got. I wanted to see what else can this franchise, these characters, this whole massive kingdom provide for us as an audience. Cast does a great job with everybody's performance. Kevin Durand, not Kevin Durant, Kevin Durand plays Proximus Caesar. But the standout to me is Noah, who is exceptionally played by Owen. If I had one gripe with the movie, it'd be this. I wish there were more moments between Raka and Noah. It's during these sequences where I found it to be so compelling to see Noah's perspective, his eyes open up to the idea of Caesar and who he was. And they were great. I'm not saying what they give us isn't enough. It's just such a shame that we couldn't get more of those teaching moments with Raka to Noah. And of course, visually, this movie has it all. It has massive scale and sweeping landscape. And in the backdrop, almost in every scene in like the first hour, there's some crazy abandoned building or environment, like an airport and all these corroded environments with moss and grass and high skyscrapers with just trees and vines all over it. Completely loved that stuff. I don't know why, it just works, and it truly works in this film. At the end of the day, Kingdom of the Planet Planet of the Apes is a great film that hits just enough to not disappoint fans of the other beloved Apes movies. With a strong narrative, a compelling lead, and a fantastic perspective on exploitation of history and religion for personal gain. It gives respect to the past, all while making its own path for future films that I am eagerly awaiting for. This is one of those rare scoring moments, because I think this movie is stronger than an 8.5, but it's not necessarily that amazing rank. So with that being said, I'm going to give it a solid 8.75 out of 10. So are you watching it this weekend? If you've already seen it, let me know down below. Did you like this movie, or were you disappointed? Please, talk to me in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and also don't forget to be blessed.